हेलो क्लास, वेलकम यू अगेन टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल। आपको पता है हम एक वीडियो सीरीज कर रहे हैं, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट आपको कोर्सेज ऑफर कर रहे हैं। मेरा नाम पता है आपको, माय नेम इज़ लियाकत हुसैन। आई एम टीचिंग हियर द पॉलिटी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, गवर्नेंस, सोशल जस्टिस, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन। द जीएस पेपर 2 part I deal with here. This institution is run by Honorable Kumar Mayank sir. You know well, he is the director of this institute. In our prior classes, we did the salient features of Indian Constitution, if you remember. Today, we are going to do the Union and its territories, right? So let's get started and try to do our video. You try to understand each and every aspect what we are discussing here. It's very important for your public service exams for which you are preparing. And you promote our channel if you find our videos like, informative. You find like our videos some quality kind of videos, then please do promotion of our videos by liking our videos, subscribing our channels and sharing our videos with your friends and families, right? So I expect this much from your side. So let's get started and try to do this union and its territory. Basically, if we talk about the union and its territory, then from article 1 to 4, there is the provision in our constitution for the union and its territory, right? Part first of our constitution deals with the union and its territory. Be clear, this is factual information. Part first and article ranges from article 1 to 4, right? Okay, see, part 1 or part first and article ranges from article 1 to 4. You see here, this is factual information. Please keep this in your mind. And now let's get started and try to do each and every article, separately and thoroughly. Article 1. Article 1 is like India, that is Bharat, is union of states. I have written here for you, you see, India, that is Bharat, is union of states. This is about article 1. Its name should be India. And the people who believed in the traditional things, the traditional people, or who were very much concerned about their cultural roots and all, so they were like, no, the name of our nation should be the Bharat, right? So it was a kind of deadlock which emerged in the Constituent Assembly. Then our framers of our constitution were intelligent enough to manage this deadlock. They were like, okay, no issue, we are going to adopt both the names which are suggested or contested by our Constituent Assembly, right? So they were like, okay, India, that is Bharat. इंडिया भी हमारे देश का नाम है और भारत भी हमारे देश का नाम है। इन दोनों नामों को हमने संवैधानिक तरीके से स्वीकार किया अपने संविधान में। ठीक है, ये पहली बात हमने कर लिया। आप यहाँ पे देखिए, ये नेम ऑफ द कंट्री पे हमने डिस्कशन कर लिया। दूसरा, पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम। यही आर्टिकल जो फर्स्ट है, ये पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम की भी बात करता है। यू सी हियर, इंडिया दैट इज भारत इज यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स, राइट? सो दिस इज यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट, इट इज नॉट द फेडरेशन ऑफ स्टेट्स. वी हैव preferred the union of states over federation of states, particularly for two reasons. Honorable chief architect of our constitution, Honorable B.R. Ambedkar, he himself proclaimed that, okay, we have preferred union of states over the federation of states deliberately due to two reasons. It was deliberate attempt. It is not like कि यूनियन बनाना था, फेडरेशन बनाना था, यूनियन ऑफ स्टेट्स लिख दिया, ऐसा मिस्टेक नहीं हुई है. इट वॉज डेलिबरेट अटेम्प्ट एंड ऑनरेबल बी आर अम्बेडकर हिमसेल्फ हैज प्रोक्लेम्ड दैट वी हैव डेलिबरेटली डिड दिस एंड वी डिड दिस फॉर टू रीजंस. आवर यूनियन इज नॉट क्रिएटेड थ्रू एन एग्रीमेंट. Our union which is created, it is not created with or by the virtue of an agreement amongst the states, as the case is with the USA. USA Federation came into being by a kind of instrument of agreement amongst the state. States agreed to form a federation, then USA came into existence. Here there was not the case. That's why we have not preferred federation. We have preferred union, right? The second logic is states has no right to secede from union. Yes, at the same time, when states are not, states has not come forward with an agreement to form the union, that's why states don't have right to secede from the union. States are bound to continue their existence or continue with the union only, right? They don't have any choice either to secede from the union or something like that, right? So these two particular regions were there. That's why we have preferred union of states on the federation of states. Yes, in a way we are federal country, but we have deliberately not used the word federation in our constitution, particularly in article 1, right? So here you can see our union is indestructible union of destructible states, right? Our states can be destructed. We'll move forward and we'll see how our states are destructible. Now let's understand the concept of territory of India. You see here, I've written here for you. Basically the territory of India is a broader connotation, right? It has, its extensive meaning. So basically let's see, territory of India contains itself, in its like territories of states, union territories, and territories that may be acquired by India at any point of time, right? Three categories. If these three, you combine, these three categories, then the territory of India will be there, right? So territories of states, union territories, and territories that may be acquired by India at any point of time. You see, territories of states, this category is like the states which enjoy federal relationship with the union government, right? The states, the full-fledged state, like state of UP, state of Punjab, Gujarat, right? So these kind of states which enjoy full-fledged federal relationship with the central government, these states are like, territories of states. The second one is union territories. Union territories are a kind of territories which are governed by the union government directly. There is no state government, no state legislature, except few, union territories are there which has their own legislature. Then territories that may be acquired by India at any point of time. Yes, India is a sovereign country. It can acquire any land, any particular territory, that is also incorporated in this. If you combine these all together, then you call this thing as the territory of India. So you can understand basically the union of India is a kind of lesser than the is a kind of smaller than the connotation which we use for the territory of India, right? Territory of India is broader connotation. It includes all the three categories. On the other hand, union of India is like territories of states only, right? Is it okay? Okay, let's move forward and try to understand the next thing which we have written here for you. All the extensive areas, जो हमारे extensive areas हैं संविधान के अंदर, जो जो स्टेट्स का टेरिटोरियल एरिया है, उनका जो डोमेन है, वो सारा कुछ, उनका पर्टिकुलर जो नेम है, उनकी बाउंड्री कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, ये सारा कुछ हमने स्केड्यूल 1 में मेंशन किया हुआ है, राइट? और स्केड्यूल 6 भी एक स्केड्यूल है जिसके अंदर कुछ पर्टिकुलर स्टेट्स हैं, स्पेसिफिक पर्टिकुलर स्टेट्स के अंदर स्पेसिफिक एरियाज हैं जहाँ पे स्केड्यूल ट्राइब्स एंड स्केड्यूल कास्ट कम्युनिटी के लोग रहते हैं. उनकी कल्चरल वैल्यूज को हम प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए हमने एक तरह से अरेंजमेंट किया है स्केड्यूल 6 के अंदर. तो उन स्टेट्स के एरियाज को पर्टिकुलरली हमने इस स्केड्यूल में भी रखा है. तो अगर स्टेट्स के टेरिटोरियल एक्सटेंशन, उनके नाम, उनकी बाउंड्रीज, उनका एरिया, इन सारी चीज़ों की बात करें तो हम दो स्केड्यूल्स को रेफर करते हैं. पर्टिकुलरली स्केड्यूल फर्स्ट फॉर नॉर्मल और ऑर्डिनरी स्टेट्स, and the population of SC and ST, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe communities, in which state they are living, they have got a kind of protection by virtue of this schedule 6th, right? So currently we have 28 states and 8 union territories. This is again the factual information. 28 states we have in our system, in our union, and 8 union territories, right? So this combinedly, अगर इसमें हम एक कैटेगरी और ऐड कर दें, the territories that may be acquired by India at any point of time, तो ये टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया बन जाएगा। अभी मैंने बताया 3 कैटेगराइजेशन है, 3 ग्रुप ऑफ स्टेट्स को और टेरिटरीज को कंबाइन करके हम टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया की बात करते हैं। नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द आर्टिकल 2. व्हाट इज अबाउट आर्टिकल 2? आर्टिकल 2 talks about the admission and establishment of states in Union of India, right? Try to understand admission, admission of states in Union of India which are already in existence, right? Those states can be admitted into the Union of India, and establishment, the new states also can be established, right? So basically article 2 talks about the new states which are not part of Union of India. The states which are there but they are not part of India, they can be admitted or established by the virtue of article 2. You try to understand, the people get confused in article 2 and 3. Try to understand. Article 2 precisely talks about the admission and establishment. You keep these two words in your mind, admission and establishment, right? And for which kind of states shall be admitted or established? The new states which are not the part of Union of India, right? These states can be admitted or established in the Union of India. The provision regarding this thing has been written in article 2, right? So in this way we have understood article 2. Let's try to understand article 3. Article 3 particularly talks about the it authorizes parliament to form new states, increase the area of any particular state, decrease the area or diminish the area of any particular state, change the name of any particular state, or change the territorial boundary or boundary of any particular states. So article 3 talks about these kind of rearrangements. The states which are already the part of Union of India, those can be formed, their area can be increased, their area can be diminished or decreased, their name can be changed, their boundary can be changed. So basically it is a kind of internal readjustment mechanism which is provided by article 3. You try to understand. Here we are doing admission and establishment of new states which were not earlier the part of Union of India. Here what we are doing, we are basically doing internal readjustment. We can increase the area of any particular state, decrease the area of any particular state, change the name, change the boundary, or form a new state, right? So basically here we are doing internal readjustment, and here we are forming or admitting or establishing new state in the Union of India. You try to distinguish between both, right? So let's try to understand the decrease. This is the controversial one. थोड़ी सी कंट्रोवर्सी हुई है हिस्ट्री में डिक्रीज पे, या किसी स्टेट के एरिया को डिक्रीज करने के ऊपर या तो डिमिनिश करने के ऊपर, ठीक है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में एक केस आया था, दैट केस वाज लाइक बेरूबारी यूनियन केस 1960, और उस टाइम पे एक पर्टिकुलर एरिया था बेरूबारी यूनियन, ये वेस्ट बंगाल में, और उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया को हमको सेसीड करके बांग्लादेश को देना था, ऐसा। और कुछ डील हुई थी उसमें, कुछ टेरिटोरियल एरिया उनका भी हमारे कंट्रोल में आ रहा था। दिस वाज अ काइंड ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग मेजर टेकन बाय द गवर्नमेंट, एंड देन the petition was filed into the Supreme Court, and the petitioner were like, in the name of decrement or diminution, it does not mean the secession, right? State or the central government does not have power to secede any particular territorial area in the favor of any different country, right? So this case came in front of the Supreme Court, and Honorable Supreme Court was like, yes, it is reality. Diminution or decrement does not mean the secession, right? That's why Supreme Court came up with the Berubari Union case 1960, and Supreme Court said that no, by ordinary lawmaking process you cannot secede this Berubari Union territory in the favor of Bangladesh. For this you need to do constitutional amendment, you need to bring a constitutional amendment bill by virtue of article 368, right? And then only you can secede this particular territorial area of Union of India in the favor of Bangladesh. Accordingly, 9th Constitutional Amendment Act 1960 was passed in the Parliament, and this 1969 again Supreme Court overruled its verdict, and it was like, okay, no kind of constitutional amendment act is needed to secede or to a kind of to surrender any particular area of Indian territory in the favor of any foreign nation. It is a kind of administrative measure. By administrative understanding, by mutual agreement, this thing can be done. So by using this 9th Constitutional Amendment Act 1960, this Berubari Union was given or surrendered in the favor of this Bangladesh. But this 1960 ruling, which Berubari Union case ruling, was overruled in 1969. You keep this in your mind. So this was a kind of short story on the decrement of the area by virtue of Article 3. Let's move ahead and try to understand other things which are there in Article 3. Article 3 talks about the bill concerning Article 3 cannot be introduced in the Parliament without prior sanction of the President, right? So if you are introducing the bill by virtue of Article 3 in the Parliament, then prior sanction of the President is desired. Without prior sanction, prior permission of the President, the bill concerning Article 3 cannot be introduced in any house of the Parliament, right? Be clear about this. So what is Article 3? Article 3 is, increment, decrement, name change, boundary change, right? These things. If parliamentarians want to do with some state, like area increment, decrement, boundary change, name change, then that bill needs the prior sanction of the President. I have written here for you, right? The bill concerning Article 3 can be introduced in Parliament with the prior sanction of the President only, right? The second step, the President shall seek the advice or the opinion of the concerned state legislature, right? The President is it's not about the President choice. President is duty bound to seek the opinion or the advice, or the opinion, I would say, of the concerned state legislature on this particular matter. For example, if the boundary area of Uttar Pradesh, state of Uttar Pradesh, is going to be changed in any manner, either increment or decrement or whatever, then the prior sanction of the President is needed. Once President has given the prior sanction for the introduction of the bill, then President is duty bound to find opinion of the state of UP on this matter, that okay, what you think, we are going to change your boundary area, either increment or decrement, we are not concerned about that. So this much, first, President's prior sanction is important. The second one is President shall seek the advice and opinion of the concerned state assembly or state legislature.